Perfect.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 88 of the Bomb Squad podcast. I got very salivy in my mouth there. With the Nordic.
Oh my. Speaking of which, can I have one?
You can. Welcome
on
back.
them Zins and
I haven't seen you in a few weeks.
Zinda album.
I haven't seen you in a few weeks. I'll allow you one Nordic. Although it's getting in the way of cigarettes now for the casual snooze user.
What do you mean?
Where they will just be like, they'll just see them and go, guess what I am? And you're like, because they do fall out of the sky for no money.
Yeah. Aqua Shaw's between two friends.
I don't care about you.
The strangers come up to you and be like,
what are they like? Guess what I am? And you're like, they're available for cash, you fucking prick. Boom, you know what I mean?
they are like adult chewing gum.
Although, you got to get them online because they will give you a major discount.
Yeah.
You know, you should be spending about 160 quid. They'll give it to you for 90.
Oh, see, that's the thing. Is like,
if you're buying 20 packs.
I don't do that because I'm like, well, I will quit.
Yeah.
But then I end up using the same amount you would anyway. You buy the full, like, fucking...
Oh, I buy a month's worth.
Yeah.
More, maybe?
Yeah, it's full tank of it. Just drives to the house.
Full tank of it. Anyway, welcome to the podcast. Still not 100% health. You'd be glad to hear.
No?
No, listen.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't sound it. Man, you've been going through it. And you're usually health's immaculate.
I know. I think I wait like a year and then get everything I was owed.
You rarely get sick, like.
I know, but it's just having disgusting children and wives.
All three of us have been through it this year. Me and Niall nearly went deaf.
I know.
Clogged ears.
I know.
Mine's finally went away. Isn't it great to fucking... Oh, it's great. Yes. Took about 2 months.
You reappreciate songs
like,
and all?
You'd hear the old pop of your ears. It's fucking disgusting.
Oh. Have you got a better appreciation for sounds now?
Oh, big time.
You'd be like one of those old Japanese men who just... Do you ever see those guys? Have we talked about that before? They spend like £250,000 on like gold cables in their hi-fi. It's crazy, like just these old Japanese men. They all get in a room and just... You know what the Japs are like? They go in hard. They go in hard on something. They go all in.
Yeah.
They're like, I like hi-fis.
Oh, yeah, it was like that in Perfect Day.
Oh, aye.
Lethal.
What does he do?
Cassettes.
He just appreciates life, you know.
Yeah.
He's the cassettes, and he takes pictures of the trees, and he, you know, old school Instagram. He just keeps the photos in a shoebox, puts them in his, you know, in his closet. Lovely.
Just for the love of the craft.
Just for the love of the craft and a general appreciation of life, you know.
And one of my favorite moments on this podcast, which is probably wouldn't be a listener favorite, but was one of my favorites, was when you told me about watching that movie. And you're like, he's just taking photos, he's mindful, he's appreciating his surroundings. And you walked out of the cinema, and then we're like, I was inspired. And then you took a photo, and then you showed me the photo, and it looked like you just dropped your phone.
Man, movies will have an impact on me. Like,
I know.
I remember watching 8 Mile back in the day, immediately bought a pair of skull candies.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a bus to
and a
go up.
notebook to just write angry lyrics. And, oh, fuck you, don't ever come in my room. Don't tell me what to do with my pocket money, Holly.
It's my ear, mate. Don't be gay.
Yeah. Someone walks in, you're like, what are we doing? Wanking? I wasn't writing raps at all.
Oh, God. I will one day, though, unleash the pen. You know? I will.
Sure, what do you need a pen for?
I'll be unleashing the pen someday.
Straight off the dome. Yeah. We're excited. We're back in the studio. A few things to tell you about, guys. Tomorrow, if you're listening to this on a Monday, tomorrow motherfucking night, if you're in Dublin, I'm doing my tour show in the Liberty Hall Theatre. You're coming with me. Aaron Butler is 2 irons.
2 irons.
2 irons, all down there. Gonna go down early, hopefully get a noodle hookup. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the big gig. Wrong button. The big gig. 27th of December in the SSE. They've already extended it. I got information the other day saying there's only really 200 sellable tickets left. So you're talking 4,500 people.
Yeah.
Big lineup.
Yeah.
Me, you, Kieran, Mickey, Woodsy, Diona, Vittorio, McCartney.
Madness.
All on stage doing mad thing.
Yeah.
Doing mad things up there.
Yeah.
Intros, haze. What do you call it? Shit?
CO2.
Queefs.
Yeah.
CO2 queefs all over the place. I'll tell you how that came about. Kieran said to me he booked one of those panel shows, and he'd already done one. Then he did one in the summer, and he was ill or something, couldn't go. he thinks it didn't go so well, whatever. And then they had another one booked for the SSE, didn't want to do it. Didn't want to do another one. And then he spoke to me and he's like, what could we do? And I was like, listen, I'm sick of all these darts and singing and all. Let's just do fucking stand-up. Man.
It was about fucking time.
Take 2 on that.
Sorry.
We do take 2 on that. That was worse. That was somehow worse. But you know what I mean?
No, you're totally right.
Fuck, are we do? People getting stressed out now. You know, what will I do for this?
It is funny
Do
to
the
be like,
fucking stand-up you've been writing all year, you fucking...
Why are you?
it is insane to have an arena booked and go to a bunch of comedians. What should we do?
Yeah.
You know?
You came to the right guy.
Just do the thing you came to the dance with in the first place. Keep dancing.
Keep the shoes on. Keep jiving. Keep jiving with the person that you came to the jiving with.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? So that's what we're doing. It's gonna be class. Niall's gonna record it by himself. 14 cameras.
Yeah.
Just running around.
Sexy.
You know, like a fucking dog with 2 dicks.
It'll be great.
It'll be
And the
fun.
mouth for Christmas too.
Well, yeah.
Other than tail end.
More than the arse of Christmas.
Yeah.
But it's in that time.
The
Like,
gooch.
you would be surprised at how many people are at a loose end around
Oh,
that
yeah.
time of year. You know,
Oh,
you go, people fly back, people come see their family, and you know, it is a nice time of year for a day.
Yes.
You know, you get through Boxing Day, you'd be like, right, you just cannot, thank you, thanks for having it, fuck off.
Well, do you do Boxing Day big too? Because our Christmas, like Christmas Day is like, you know, the minor event. Boxing Day.
Boxing Day is a lot
Coachella.
bigger. More, I never came from a family where everyone was probably just so glad to be off work, they just drank for a fortnight.
Yeah.
Maureen's family, all about the activities.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, trickle down on the Maureen. She's all about the activities.
Yeah.
You know, Eddie's birthday coming up. What are we going to do? He's panicking about it. And I'm like, the guy doesn't even know it's his birthday.
Yeah.
So let's not panic. I'll get that in a minute. I'll talk about that in a second. Disaster. But it wasn't a disaster. It was quite fun. But yeah, around that time of year, like a sort of, like a grown up young person. Once you get the dinner done and everyone's like, what are we at? No, they're like, who gives a fuck? Need something to do.
Sir, honest to God, see that post feed? Like, you don't want to do anything.
No. It's like that Dylan Moore line. I just want to be face down in chocolate with something lovely happening to me downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a Toblerone to suck off. And I'm happy enough.
Yes, oral activity with a bowl of chocolate on the side. It's a lovely day out.
Box of celebrations and a gobble job.
Box of celebrations. Celebrate the box.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you remember that clip of Claire Balding? You know who that is?
Name rings a bell.
She's a famous presenter, big lesbian. She's got like Trump hair.
Yeah.
And she used to do the horse racing, so she was like interviewing some fella, like, oh, you won the race today, and then you got another race tomorrow. You know, you're gonna have a big dinner and all. He goes, I'll have the big dinner and I'll fucking hump a wife and burn the calories off, and then I'll be back on that horse tomorrow doing fucking Sprite farts the whole way down the course.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot how much sprouts have you tooting now. 'Tis the season. Though.
It's yeah, you could eat all the spicy food you want, but see, like, just a big feed with like so many things in it.
Yeah.
Loads of veg, loads of spuds, loads of stuff, and pile of meat.
Well, turkey in
You
general.
know them dense low, like,
Oh yeah.
and then it would like flatten an army.
Yeah, I've been baritone farting this whole week.
Oh.
Like, because day two turkey does smell like farts. Like, see, when you open up the fridge.
You did a couple of Thanksgivings.
I did a Thanksgiving.
See, big yank. That's another thing. Why aren't people calling you Yank McCann yet?
Why would they do that?
Because that used to be the thing. Like, someone would go like,
You said I sound more drone?
I know, but like, you know, it's just the way people are in this country.
Yeah.
Someone would go on holiday to like Florida and come back and be like, oh, jeez, there's the old Yank there.
Well, that's what I was saying. My mum used to say, oh, there's a yank from the plum.
Yeah.
Because there was like one fella from Plum Bridge went to America,
Yeah.
came back, and everyone's like, there's a yank from the plum.
Yeah. That's all it takes.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm with the boys in there.
The boys are fucking on a Sunday going at it, isn't they?
The lady, the family very nicely invited me to their house for Thanksgiving. My first ever Thanksgiving. Didn't really know what the protocol was, what to do, and she was just like, "You just handle desserts." So I said, "Not a bother." Getting a apple pie in New York City the day of Thanksgiving, fucking nightmare. Or sorry, day before Thanksgiving.
That's like an episode of
I had a late night
Seinfeld.
finish. It really was. Apple pie, 4 tubs of ice cream, catered to every, you know, flavour palette when it comes to ice cream.
Okay.
And then the mother made, for starters, gumbo,
Yeah.
which I was amazed, like, well, this is fucking class. And then
That's a big feed for a starter. Isn't it?
fucking, I was like, fun. I had 2 bowls too. My brother Nicholas, I was telling you earlier, he rang me up. Day of Thanksgiving, I wake up to this. He goes, "Come here, have a lovely day. It's really nice they've invited you to this, and I hope all goes well. Very happy for you. But don't be making a fucking show of yourself at that dinner. Because every Christmas you go up for 2 or 3 helpings and it's embarrassing."
You're representing the family here. Don't be a fucking making a scene.
And then, like you said, the best thing you can do is take seconds or thirds. Compliments to the chef,
Exactly.
you know? And the father then, he called me the gobbler. he goes, "Oh, the gobbler." He goes, because the sister's husband,
Yeah.
he'd be a second or third man too.
Yeah.
You know? And he's like, "I thought James was a gobbler. We got a new gobbler."
You're like, you didn't see no goblin like it.
Yeah, I'll take the throne.
I'll take the throne. I'll gobble it out from under your arse.
I had 2 gobbles of gumbo, and then I had 2 gobbles of mains, and then dessert was right off.
But you always leave room for a dessert gobble, don't you?
Oh Jesus Christ! There's always megabytes for a slice apple tart.
Two bowls of gumbo's hefty going before the dinner. Like,
Yeah.
I've overdone it on prawn salad and wheaten bread, where I was like, fuck, I probably didn't have done that. Probably should have held a bit back for the dinner.
Well, to be fair, which we don't do at Christmas at ours, and I was like, this is actually very well thought out. Like, it was very well structured because we had the gumbo, right? Then you're talking like a 4-hour break, chips and dips, you know, tide you over. We watched Planes, Trains, Automobiles, first time seeing it. Steve Martin, John Candy, unreal.
Yeah.
And then the mains was about 4 hours later. And then dessert was about 2 hours after that. But in between, we're playing games. Scattergrace, never played it in my life. Trouble, never played it in my life.
So I'm just doing all the bodily functions over here. While you're talking.
Realised I've never played a board game in my life, bar Connect 4. So I was playing all the board games, you know.
Yeah.
The father has you know what I love is the look of glee in a man's face, you know, especially like this is a man who's had 2 daughters.
Yes.
And the wife. And all he wants is a man to take around to the man cave.
Oh, aye.
And the basement.
Yeah.
This man, the dream is a man cave, which is just full of like Buffalo Bills merch. I obviously am an honorary member of the Bills Mafia.
Of course.
Ever since, big Buffalo Bills, man. Doing great in the season so far. Beat the fucking Chiefs.
Stop.
So, and then he also has
Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
oh, I. Kelsey's getting fucking put in a body bag. and then he also has a basement where he has, so I was wondering, I knew Ali had kind of got her like obsession for music and like fucking good sound and all from somewhere.
Yeah.
It's her father.
Yeah.
He has like a setup that you would see in the fucking limelight in this basement, right? Big, massive.
A terrible setup. A terrible sound.
big old school record player, like tons of fucking vinyls, tons of CDs, like unreal.
John Peel down there.
And he's just a boy with his toys, eh? Flicks on the wee neon lights. There's a Mother High Life neon sign. What do you think of that? Jesus, great there.
Yeah.
Next, onto the fucking jukebox. It was brilliant.
Great going into someone's,
Brilliant.
you know, because that's what I want to have in my house. Mm-hmm. But I set that up in my garage to be like, this is mine. You do whatever the fuck you want with the rest of it. But slowly over time, it's like, it's become everybody's dumping ground. And I'm like, can we put a stop to this?
Yeah, it's became storage.
I don't need 2 sacks of toys also in here. This is for debauchery.
You have to aggressively establish it as a man cave, though.
Yeah.
You know, you walk into his man cave, it's immediately just Bills flags and Bills merch and wee figurines and all. Die Hard Man even has a ornament of Josh Allen, one of the players in the tree and all.
Huh?
I helped set up the Christmas tree and all the next day. It was lovely. It was a great time.
Class. I mean, that's one of them things about like guys with, you know, a full female family. Is that, you know, you'd expect them to be all like, you fucking hurt my daughter, they'll never find your body. You know, that's not the case.
No.
They're being like, would a fella come round here?
Yeah.
And fucking act normal for once?
Chat about tits, have a Bud Light with me.
You know what I mean? You know? Tell me the history of the Bills. What's the history of Thanksgiving? Do you know, what's the true meaning of Thanksgiving?
Well, it's actually, you know,
Dark times?
oh, jeez.
Dark times.
When you really dig into it, you know, it's a weird thing to be having turkey about.
Why have I got Mag Nesbitt in the fucking... the Origin of thanks.
Sir, I will say, do not be having too much carry on today where I laugh too much because I can feel a shade prairie talking in me right now.
Wow.
Stepping out.
Did you have more sky?
So don't.
Sky teriyaki or what? Thanksgiving originated from the harvest feast shared between the Wampanoag and the Pilgrims. The Pilgrims and Puritans brought the tradition of days of Thanksgiving and days of fasting from England to New England, and the Wampanoag, how do you say that? People helped the Pilgrims survive the previous winter by providing food. The Pilgrims needed the... So was it some sort of like, listen, we did come over and steal your land, but we do need a bit of help through this winter because it's Baltic. And they're like, no problem, here you go. And they're like, do you know what? We're not going to kill you this time.
Well, I think like Desiree sent me a Thanksgiving text message, which was obvious, copy pasta. And I feel like it probably summarizes Thanksgiving better than anything could. So every holiday season, Desiree will send me one of these texts where it's like talking about the holiday, and then it also has 48 emojis in it. It's all about cum.
Jesus Christ.
So she goes, hey bitch, pumpkin pie lover. Back in 1492, our main bitch, Christopher Columbus, and those slutty pilgrims had to come, squirt emoji, to America and search for new dicks to suck. It's finally Hovember, time to be thankful for all that sweet potato dick you've had this fall. Now send this to 10 of your sexiest turkey sluts in the next 15 seconds or you'll miss out on the Black Cock Day deals. If you get 5 back, then you're officially a sexy stuffing slut who's gonna get stuffed on Turkey Day with Daddy's special recipe. Clap emoji, squirt emoji. If you get 5 back, then you can look forward. I can't even read the rest of this. Like you've never had before, and it's time to show Santa where the real bad bitch is at. So that's it.
And then her mum made like a bean casserole.
Yeah, green bean casserole. She also fucked me.
Ali, well, happy days.
No, Ali,
the real Thanksgiving.
Ali fucked me because she was like, so make sure to practice the what you're thankful for speech, and I was like, you actually do that? And she goes, yeah, everyone goes around the table and says, I'm thankful. And I was like, you're fucking having a laugh. And I was like, I'm not going to be able to keep in the laughter, like. And
thanks to Tyler for that new album, man. Really proud of you.
So then I was like, fuck, what do I say and all? And stressed me out the whole day. It had the same vibe as to doing like a wedding speech, where I was like, oh my God, I need to really think about this. What am I thankful for? Obviously mention her. I'm thankful for you too for letting me into your lovely home this evening on, one of the biggest, calendar events of the year.
Yeah.
All this here shit. And then we get down to the dinner and she goes, right, Aaron, do you want to start? And I looked over at the man. She was pissing herself laughing. And I was like, you don't do this at all, do you? And they were like, no, not at all.
Oh.
That's for the films.
They ruined.
Oh, I was absolutely scundered.
I went, no.
I prepared it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then just make it really obnoxious.
Yeah.
Thankful for Pornhub for the cookies, so I don't have to do any digging every time I go on. It's just there, right there for me, making my life a lot easier. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh man, I was sweating that day. But it was great that she showed me around her hometown. It's up this spot in Long Island. And it's identical to Port Stewart.
Wow.
See, when you leave the country and you go anywhere, you're like, oh, this is just Belfast with, bells on. Or this is the port, like.
Yeah.
It was the exact same.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Coastal. Nice place.
It was nice to be by the water.
Yeah. What was the weather like?
Settles you. Cowl, but not 3-layer cowl, which is common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
it's common.
Fall, would you say?
Currently in, yes.
Fall weather?
Moving drastically to winter in the next few weeks.
Great. You can dress like during Dipset for the next couple of months.
Yeah. I was fuming too. I was going to, before she invited me.
Yeah.
The original plan for Thanksgiving was to, me, Michael, and all them ones were going to have like a sort of Friendsgiving.
Yes.
And we were going to go watch the Macy's Thanksgiving parade. Which, I was kind of like, I don't know if I could really be fucked with. Like, it's people camp out from 4:30, in the morning to go to this for like good seats and all. And I was like, it kind of looks like a bit gimmicky and weird anyway. I don't really know if I could be arse looking at it. It'd be cool to see, but whatever. Yeah. Then I seen T-Pain was there. I was fuming.
Sprinting down the road.
I was absolutely fuming. T-Pain doing greatest hits
God.
Pull way down the parade and the float.
But how long are you going to see that for, you know?
Well, you know, you'd have to, if you really wanted to see the full concert, you'd have to move off the float.
Can you do that, though?
It would be bad etiquette.
Yeah.
For the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade.
Especially if you're built like me or you.
Oh, yeah. Well, there is no moving swiftly through a crowd.
Excuse me. I used to hate that going out with mates back in the day. When we go up the front, you're like, hey, I'm not going up the front.
Yeah.
Without causing a fist fight.
People do be aggressive in concerts where you're like, where do you think you're going here?
Yeah.
There's a full crowd just waited here for ages.
Yeah.
And you just think you're going to bustle on through them?
Yeah. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I've been here since 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
To see Terrence Payne. T-Pain. Do you think Thanksgiving should come over here? I don't know why it would, but
no, there'd be no reason for it. There'd be no reason for it. But you know what it is though?
What are you doing for cheers, lad?
I don't like it because, well, I wouldn't like it over here if we did celebrate it because of the fact that, you know, Christmas dinner is the main dinner. Fun fact, I didn't even know this. They don't even have turkey in their Christmas dinner. The ham is the main show stealer, which it kind of is anyway, like.
Yeah.
You know? But no, I like it that you're like, there's one big feed a year. Well, for us, it's every week. But one big like family feed a year.
Yes.
And you get to enjoy it. I think having that in November, then you kind of are like, who gives a fuck about Christmas dinner now?
Yeah, I mean, is that why a lot of people who live in cities not get Chineses and whatnot? Because not every, here, I hit the teddies out there, not everyone's a Christian.
Yeah. You know, they say happy holidays to make sure they're covering all the bases.
Yeah.
You know, I do know Jewish people who will get a Chinese on Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, you know, as much slack as the Jews are getting these days, Chinese on Christmas Day seems pretty good. I'd take a Chinese on Christmas
So what do
Day.
you want?
Yeah, what more do you want?
But then, this is pure ignorance, would they not have like a Hanukkah meal?
Maybe.
I just know from my one Jewish friend, Jeff, he's like, yeah, I just get a Chinese over here. Me and the family.
Nothing more Jewish than that.
Get a Chinese?
Yeah.
Tell you what's more Jewish than that? His full name. Jeff Goldstein.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of money about him.
Oh, yeah.
Bit of money. Owns a few masters, that guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't he? That litigation going on in that family.
Yeah.
Class. What's he do? Stand up?
Jeff?
Yeah.
Currently working for Artez's Ma's business. Same business I'm.
And
Yeah.
what's Ortez's background religiously?
Artez from Pakistan.
Making him a Muslim?
Probably. But not practicing.
Doesn't matter.
He hasn't practiced in years.
Not in the eyes of these extremists.
Yeah.
God, that is groundbreaking.
I know.
It's crazy.
A Jew and a Muslim.
And gay?
In Trump's America.
That is freedom.
Yeah, that is.
That is right. That is an eagle with a pride flag.
Yeah, they're top 5 couples for me. I love them two together. Sassy bitches.
Speaking of gay wokeness, did you see the whole Jaguar business?
Yeah, I did see that.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It is fun. I don't know. I mean, like someone was saying to me, and I was yapping about it, and they were like, "Oh, but it was like at a pride event or something."
Mm.
So they were trying to push their thing in the pride, but they did absolutely ruin it.
Well, it's just like when companies, when big brands are like, you know, they really make it a thing to have like brand identity now is essentially just like, oh yeah, no, we support everything.
Yeah.
And it's like at the end of the day, you're only saying that to shift cars.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you really felt that way, you would just operate in that way.
Yeah.
You wouldn't feel the need to like signal that out to people.
Yeah, because actually, I mean, I don't know how many more cars that's going to sell, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? If you were like, if you were, you know, because like for a lot of people, cars are just like, I need to go to work. But then some like a step above that, people are like, what does this say about me?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But I guarantee you probably had some dudes who are like, you know, properly homophobic. Who are like, I'm selling this crap.
What?
Jaguar.
I don't know. Depends what sort of Jag you've got. You know what
Like,
I mean?
look at Bud Light. Bud Light did that thing where they had this sort of trans spokesperson. And then you had like videos of Kid Rock shooting cans of it. No, you know what I mean? It's like people get weirdly into, at the end of the day, it's an item or a product or a service. Like you don't need to know the background into how they feel in terms of the social climate. Because who cares?
Yeah, but there's no. It seems like all the. Not that Jag was like a super, like the exclusivity kind of. Remember like the Jeremy Clarkson thing where you'd be like, it's okay because I've got a Jag. You know, it was a bit. The older Jags were a bit kind of. It would be funny to think of some like English gentleman, you know, retired rich guy out in the countryside, just walking out in the back garden and like setting fire to his Jag.
Yeah.
Seems all the homos have the cars now. Just fucking pouring petrol all over, pouring brandy on it and setting it on fire.
Yeah. It'd be funny if another car company went the exact opposite way.
And just went, this is for dudes.
Yeah. We here at Citroen hate the queers.
Nah, well, what's Citroen? French or something? They've been full of queers for years. Gay dudes eating croissants, sucking each other off in the back of a fucking C5 or whatever. All them wee small European cars.
Well, I mean, sometimes the brands get given the identity. They don't make it. Subaru, for some reason, is the dyke mobile. Don't know where it came out of. Don't know where the stereotype started. But
I think, do you know what it is? Because they're known for like the reliability.
Yeah.
You know, which is a very...
Lesbian trait.
No, it's a very man of a certain age trait where you go like, I'm done taking this fucking, you know, whatever crack of shite into the shop to get it fixed.
Yeah.
Give me a good fucking Japanese reliable fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when lesbians are being like, I'm a man of a certain age and I've got vegan shoes on and I like reliability and sensible vehicles, they do the same thing.
Yeah, 100%.
They're boring fellas at some point.
Yeah.
And they're like, give me the Technophile.
My girlfriend drives a Subaru. Total lesser.
Yeah. You can put the seats down in the back, scissor each other, and then go to a garden centre probably.
I said this in the bedroom. Lesbians are my favourite people. Yeah. They're fucking hilarious. They're so funny.
Name your top 5 lesbians.
Top 5 lesbians?
Ellen DeGeneres.
No, she ain't even in my top 20.
No, she's a bitch.
DeGeneres?
DeGeneres?
But no, and then like Arteza and Jeff too are just so naturally funny. You know?
But they're men.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like
you're lumping all the queers together here.
LGBTQ.
Yeah.
Plus.
LGBT. I said that on
Naturally
stage at the
very
waterfront,
funny.
and I couldn't even believe I said it. Someone said he sold cars, and I was like, I hope it's not Jaguar.
Yeah.
And he, you know, it was like, you know, they've released those LGBT EVs.
Brother, come on.
Threw it away.
And that's why they're paying you the big bucks. Yeah.
Threw it away.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's people's bread and butter. And I just quaffed it out like it was nothing.
Yeah.
I should have walked off.
Yeah.
I should have went, that'll do yous. Peace out.
Good luck.
See you later. I recorded that too, didn't we now?
Uh-huh.
Clip that
Oh,
out.
jeez, that's a clip.
Clip
there.
that out.
Clips
and
McGee.
Fucking bin the rest. Unbelievable.
But yeah, I did see that. I mean, they probably had good intent. And the fact that it was at like, you know, what was the event again? Whatever it was something to do with that. Like, it wasn't like they just sort of had a press conference out of nowhere and were like, oh, by the way, you know. But a lot of brands, you know, you see that on fucking Twitter and stuff when it's like Gay Pride Month and they're all like, McDonald's changes theirs into a rainbow M and all. It's like the Big Mac, you know.
He's got act sound.
Yeah.
You know. But I think the big thing people were pulling up were like, this guy has not said anything about cars yet.
Yeah.
He's like, we're promoting neurodiversity in the factories. Oh, Jesus.
Thank Christ.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, you know, obviously all the graphic design pages I follow, they were all like, look at the state of this logo. Shit.
Well, it's so funny.
Capital G in the middle of it.
I tell you where...
For gay?
I tell you where my moral compass gets conflicted.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is like anti-gay.
Okay.
I don't know the exact details of it, but like the owners now are like Christian fundamentalists, like, you know, they pump money into certain organizations they shouldn't have, etc.
Yeah.
But the chicken sandwiches are banging.
Remember to get yourself on over to patreon.com/the Bomb Squad Pod for many bonus episodes, specials, and live performances. Isn't that correct, Aaron?
Oh, there's a little collection stuff over there. You'd be mad not to slide over.
You'd be mad not to. And we got a ton of stuff coming up in the new year, which we'd like you to be, you know, on the inside for. Come on the inside.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/BombSquadPod. Folks, this is a paid advertisement from BetterHelp Therapy Online. Do you like getting cozy during the winter time, Aaron?
Love getting cozy during the winter time.
What does that look like for a man like you?
You know, with the odd hot chocolate.
Yeah.
You know, the odd quilt.
Quilt? What about a fleece onesie?
Fleece onesie be up there.
Get cozy, get a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
Watch a movie with a family.
Nice wee jumper.
Nice wee jumper. Where you're like a little bit too warm, but you don't want to take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some, wrap it up in a blanket with a mug of hot chocolate or watching a movie with the family. That's the best way to spend December.
Therapy's a great way to bring yourself some comfort, even when the seasons change.
Therapy's a fantastic way to learn positive coping skills and learn how to set boundaries for yourself.
It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it's not just reserved for those who have experienced major trauma, etc.
With over 5,000 therapists in the UK already, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a wide variety of expertise in mental health. Find comfort this December with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/BSP. That's betterhelp.com/BSP, which of course stands for
Bomb Squad Pod.
It's Asher's all over again.
Stop it.
It's Asher's all over again. They hate the gays, but by Christ, can they make a sausage roll?
Oh, fuck.
And there's enough biddies don't give a flying fuck.
And then Ali brought that up at the table too. She was like, guess where he eats? Chick-fil-A.
And then Dan stands up. Shop 2020. Again.
But you know, it's like, why do people have that idea? It's like, you know, KFC, the Colonel's probably homophobic, like.
Racist killing us.
Fuck.
Yeah. Slaves?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you think white people were eating chicken back then? I don't think so. That's stolen valor again. You know, he walked over to the, on the plantation and was like, what seems to be going on over here? There's a mighty scrumptious whiff coming down the field. I think I'll turn that into a multi-billion-dollar business. Thank you. Go back to eating these old corn husks. Thank you. I am the Colonel, after all.
Mighty scrumptious whiff.
Mighty scrumptious. And how many spices might be in that?
12.
11, but it's a secret. You better fucking tell me. You'll be hanging by your feet on fire by 6 p.m.
It's so true. That South Park episode where they all get KFC and Cartman eats the skin of all of them, and then they're all fuming. They're like, this is pointless now. It's so true. One time I did do that as like an experiment. I like ate just the skin of a KFC, and then see once you see that bone chicken bareback, rotten. Yeah. You wouldn't go near it. Like, no. You would not go near it.
Funny how things happen though, because I was in Tesco's yesterday with the family, which like fucking torture.
Yes.
But everything's come full circle now. You used to be able to buy a box of chicken thighs for like 99p.
Yeah.
But then because the internet's gone mad with all these fitness people and I prefer thigh meat. Bro, I bought a packet of chicken, what was it, boned out chicken thighs?
Yeah.
It was like £8.
That's ridiculous.
For the bit that you couldn't give it away 5 years ago. And now they're like, no, I've taken the bone out, I've taken the skin off it.
What has caused that?
Just probably popularity. People going, because the chicken, I have also got chicken tits recently, chicken breasts.
Yes.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird chicken. You know what I mean? Gonna start going to a butcher for all my meat.
Yeah.
I've gone off it big time.
I went to a butcher once in New York, cooked one fillet, didn't touch the rest of it.
What do you mean?
It's in a freezer as we speak. I've cooked once in that house. I finally cooked.
Yeah.
I cooked.
I
made chicken, rice, and veg, and I was like, fuck that.
You got chicken in the butcher?
Never again. Yeah.
Did you?
You just buy it in like fillets. I bought like 4. It was like, this will do me till Friday. And then I'll eat out the weekend. And then I made one of them, and then every other day I was eating some sort of shit anyway. But sure, at the end of the day, it's like, I hate to go back to it. I hate to keep going back to it, but if it is near you, you'll take it. If I'm getting the train, right, and I'm walking home or I'm walking from my house to get a coffee in the morning, I will pass. There's a woman, the Souvlaki lady, right?
Souvlaki?
Souvlaki.
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 Slovakian?
Souvlaki.
You talking about the chicken?
Yes.
Souvlaki.
Souvlaki. The Souvlaki lady. She has a truck, right? And I'll be walking by, and I went to her once, and she's like, "Oh, she sells chicken on sticks, pork on sticks, beef on sticks,
Souvlaki.
skewer meat, right?
Yeah.
It's just a wagon full of skewer meat." And I literally walk past now these days.
Yeah.
Because I went there a couple of times, had a bit of a chat with her. You know, she's a lovely woman. You know, she's really built the business for herself, complete entrepreneur. I'll walk past these days now. She'll be wagging sticks at me at me.
Yeah.
And sure, who has the willpower to walk past that?
Yeah.
A lovely Betty waving a skewer of meat.
Do you just run past and grab it like someone doing a marathon grabbing a water?
And great sticks of meat they are. If you're ever in Astoria.
So before, in case you embarrass yourself in front of this woman, souvlaki.
Souvlaki.
Slovaki
Is
the
that's
person
Yeah,
from
that's
Slovakia,
yeah.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
It does look good though. I'd eat that right. I said earlier, and I'll hankering for a fucking chicken wing, but I'd eat that. I'd eat that shit, no
See,
bother.
You know, and it does feel good, you know. You get all these sort of like, you know, Sigma meal sort of, you know, red pill wing nuts, and they'll be like, you know, you do want to go back to your fucking caveman days. And there is something great about waking up in the morning, going straight to the gym, lifting a pile of iron, being like, fucking hell, I can feel myself leveling up. Still fat as fuck, but by God, there's something pumping here.
Yeah, these muscles need
And
fat.
then eating a stick of meat.
Fuck off.
Like a fucking carnivore. It feels great.
Yeah. Cavemen weren't going back to their house and taking it out of the freezer.
No.
And trying to cook it from scratch.
No.
Fuck that.
No. Spoiled things, you see.
Spoiled rotten. Too many options. But if it's there, you'll take. I mean, you could do worse than grilled chicken, like.
Yeah, but this is like, you know. Then for dinners, then I'm going to another truck somewhere. You know.
You want a truck slut? You
I'm a real truck slut. Like,
Just the.
what do you think of, by the way, as a name for a stand-up show, diner slut? Like, think of it from a merch perspective and stuff. I'm thinking about calling my show next year Diner Slut.
Okay.
I think it looks good in all caps.
Diner slut. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly provocative.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, there's
Gets people going.
gets people going. I would wear a t-shirt that said diner slut.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Are you gonna follow through on that though? Get the merch made?
I am. I'm gonna do a tour next year and then get the merch made and then record a special.
Because there is a chain called Egg Slut.
Yes.
I'm an egg slut.
Yeah, you are an egg slut.
I'd fucking take an egg out of anyone's ass.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I could eat a bucket of them tea stained eggs, no bother.
Have we mentioned this podcast today that I dropped all the eggs?
Remind me?
Lost?
I don't think so.
No, lost my mind.
Like full carton?
Not even that. We go to the egg machine near our house where it
yes.
gives you 18,
Yeah.
and it's only £4. Get it right from the horse's chicken's ass, right? And then you put your money in. It tells you the name of the chicken, Maeve. You know, opens up.
That's cute.
Tina. Your door opens. We go all the time. Good quality eggs, fresh, big. You know. And I got it back to the house, and I was trying to transfer it into some other fucking receptacle that Maureen has for eggs. And I went to grab one and just, you know, I'm very strong. Too strong for my good, you know what I mean? Crushed it. And I went, fuck. So the whole tray was fine, apart from this one egg. So I carried it around to the little green bag where we put all our food waste. And I tipped it a wee bit like this, and I went, let me just scrape that out so it's not lying there. And I scraped it in. And I did that all carefully. And then I stood and I went to turn around, and the corner of the tray clipped the door.
Oh, Jesus.
And all of them hit the ground. And I just fucked the plastic bit and just walked out into the garden. And Maureen got a video of me like out back. There's been piles of blocks in our back garden for months now.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be getting a wall, but no one's turned up. And I just walked out and went behind them. And she got a video of me. She was like, Colin, and I just stand up like.
I want to see that video.
I was fuming.
Man, what a series of unfortunate events.
I was fuck it, because I'm like, what? Like I'm trying to clean up one egg, and then I drop 17 of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely fuming.
Yeah.
Fuming. If
But
someone else had done it, I'd have been like, sorry, man, so many eggs, because I did it. Wanted to hurt myself.
Well, you feel it, you know.
I was just like, man. And then you try to scoop up eggs. Disaster.
Yeah.
Nothing works. Had to scoop it into like a dustpan. Just take it all out. Ugh.
And then people talk about meditation. How are you supposed to meditate that way?
I mean, meditate?
Yeah.
Medicate?
Yeah.
Goddamn fentanyl after that. Can't bring me down off the ledge. I've never been angry. I think it was my peak angriest.
Yeah. But that is where real anger comes out. Silly wee things like that.
Yeah, I was just like, I didn't need that.
No.
Didn't need that.
No one
today.
needs that.
Raging. 17 eggs down the shitter.
What did you do then for breakfast?
I can't remember. I just went out. Yeah. Rage at.
Yeah.
A large fry. Put 2 sodas in it. I fucking hate myself.
Oh, fuck.
Between that and the fucking more IKEA stuff, just real Daspec, man.
More building?
Like this is what I'm doing at the house. You know, like making IKEA shit for all fucking day, and then dropping 18 eggs, and then have to go to some place and be like, guys, what's the crack? They have no idea.
You're full of rage.
They have no idea what I've been up to that day.
You're a sad clown.
I'm just fucking wall to wall shite all day, and then I have to turn up and fucking Lauren and be like, good to see you, folks.
Man, it's tears of a clown, like.
Good to see you. Like I wasn't fucking scraping eggs off the roof, you know.
Yep.
Did we get talking about Eddie's 5th birthday?
No.
God damn. Went to the soft play. Again, this morning going like, oh, I wonder what we should do for his birthday and panicking about it and haven't booked anything. And I'm like, the guy, his birthday could be anytime.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a clue. And we were trying to think of all these family things to do. And then we said, what do you want to do? And he's like, I want to go to the place with the big slide, which is where everybody goes.
Oh, yeah.
Like everybody in the class is just like, yeah, we're going to fucking Happy Days here. That's where everyone goes.
Great name for a soft play.
And then Happy Days. And then like Happy fucking Days is what they should call it. And the way emojis rolling his eyes. But he wanted to go there. There's already another kid's birthday like 2 days before.
Oh yeah, everyone goes
so
there.
more and more he made a thing going like, sorry guys, but this is what Eddie wants. You know, if anyone wants to come, boys only. Only boys allowed, you know. And sure enough, they all fucking turn up anyway.
They don't give a shit.
Because this is what I didn't realise. People leave their kids. Mm-hmm. I thought you fucking, you know, you're like, oh, we're going to a thing, we've got to sit here for 2 hours. People just dump the kids and leave.
Well, it depends. You know, Aladdin's Kingdom.
Yeah.
In Oma, which was our Happy Days, you know. They had like an adult cafe.
Oh, there's a cafe at it.
You know, so the adults would sit in the cafe. They say there was like a birthday party.
Yeah.
You know, the adults would probably sit in the cafe, get the party bags ready.
Yeah.
You know, because you couldn't walk away from you couldn't have the children going away without a party bag. People like,
the party bag's a big deal. And the mistake, this is the thing, parents drop their kids, and then you're the dad. You know, we're at Eddie's party. You're the parent in control here of all these children. Eddie took his socks off. All the other wee boys seen that he take his sock off. All these other kids taking their socks off. Handing me socks.
It's anarchy.
Handed me socks, and then one week I was like, I can't get my socks off, and I'm like, oh, I suppose I'll fucking help you and take his socks off and get like 20 pairs of socks.
Yeah.
Manky wee kids running around this fucking, God knows what I've got.
Yeah.
Ringworm. Yeah. And then Maureen was like, grab them party bags. She tied helium balloons to it, which of course platted themselves in the car. So I get them all out, and I'm like trying to undo like fucking all these balloons. And then the nuggets come out. By the way, I got a flat white in there. 10 out of 10. Couldn't believe it.
Class.
Couldn't get over it.
Happy Days.
Yeah, Happy Days. Happy fucking Days is right. And there's always one kid. You know, like, it probably was Eddie on numerous occasions, but there's always one kid just smacking other kids.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm the only parent here. I might have to start dishing out fucking elbows for these fucking 4-year-old. Enough of that. And then the nuggets come out and fucking all, you know, they deliver them like a wee chippy, like in a box. So they get a wee bag with your nuggets and your chips and all in it. Yeah. And all these boys, boys like animals. Fucking animals. And they're all sitting around and they're like, people going like, Eddie's daddy, I need red sauce. And I'm like, well, just 2 seconds. I just need to speak to the guy. I want red sauce too. I want red sauce. And I'm like, will you all fuck up?
I would love.
Will you shut the fuck up?
I would adore to see you in that scenario.
Just fucking bring in the red sauce. Keep your knickers on, will you?
Oh, fuck. That's great.
And I was doing my pretend freakouts, you know, because they started throwing chips at each other, and I was like, "Who's throwing fucking chips?" And then someone threw nuggets in the water or in the juice, and I was like, "Right, who wants blackcurrant? Who wants orange?" And they're like, "Blackcurrant!" Oh, and I went to pour it. There's a fucking nugget floating in the purple juice. And then I was like, and then I was doing like a pretend freakout. I was like, "Who threw a nugget in the juice?" And they're like, "Ah!" Pissing themselves laughing.
You see, that's the thing, like, because, you know, you're a man of stature, like, you know, you'd stick intimidation into many of the fellas, like, but the Wayans look at you and they're like, fuck off, I'll put a nugget in my juice if I want.
I know.
You know?
And then I pretended to eat it. They were killing themselves, putting on a show, like, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
And then, you know, there was like a load of wee girls working in there, and I was like, would you have a knife for the cake? She hands me like a fucking katana. I was like, I can't walk. Like, I'm struggling to not stand on children here. And now I have to walk through with a machete in the air. Like, excuse me.
They cut the cake?
Yeah, it was like fucking, it was like...
Like you're at a fucking Yakuza meeting?
It was like, yeah, I was like, one more nugget, that fucking juice, and then fingers are coming off. You eat dicks. You know what I mean? And
I would have shifted the tone now. There'd be no laughing done then.
But this was like something you would get out of like a, you know, like a proper sort of catering shop to cut like a giant wedding cake. It was honestly a big straight cake knife thing. It was about that long. I was like, how the fuck did I get it? I have to hold it above my head.
How many kids are we talking here? How many party bags?
It's under 20, but it was like 17 or 18 or something like that. But they're all, and we'd booked it out. You know, you have the option to just get thrown in with everyone who's in there, or you can pay a certain amount to book like 2 hours or whatever. You have to
book it out.
I was like, if because I said the morning at the start, I was like, I don't know if that matters, but then you turn up and there's just those kids running around, and you're like, imagine if there was other kids in here.
Yeah, variables you can't control, isn't it? No,
it would be fucking chaos. Like,
you pay for the peace of mind.
But tell you what, slept that night. I was absolutely fucking physically and mentally burnt out.
Man, the mental image you pouring the juices.
Because they're not your kids, so you know, like they're starting to like throw balls out of the ball pit, and it was like empty and balls everywhere.
They're acting up. It's horseplay.
Man, I was on the edge. Yeah. I was on the edge, just being like, one more fucking ball comes in here. I'll be going up your hole.
We used to do Lads Kingdom for the birthdays, like, and you know there was a dark room, you know. So the main attractions of Lads Kingdom, you'd have like the spiral slide. Boys be doing swanton bombs off that, you know, fresh out of watching WWE, doing the stunts off, you know, the top of the slide. You'd have the dark room, which was like kind of spooky, you know, and then you got to a certain age that was for curtain, you know.
Really?
Yeah, well, like on the cheek, like, you know, very innocent, like.
Show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Yeah, that kind of carry on, you know. And it's like all like neon spiders and all, like, it's mad. And then you have the fucking Carrickreed rope bridge somewhere in there too.
Yeah.
You know, all of the main attractions. Is there any updates on them kind of things? Like, is there anything mad now? It's very sort of modern spec.
Nothing.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. Boys, tell you what boys love. 10 of them going down a slide at once. And just
crack.
Absolute clatterfest at the end.
Yeah.
Boys getting knees to the eye and all, and just.
Yeah. I would still enjoy it. Any injuries?
No, nothing too serious. Although there were, again, like, you know, I was ending up having to police them a wee bit, but then it would turn it into fun. So you've got like a netted off 5-a-side pitch. So it's got the big tall nets up the side, so you can just kick the ball everywhere. It's like a cage. And then right pushed up against that is like a fucking one of these. You climb up one side and go down a big blow ups, like a bouncy castle slide thing. But these motherfuckers were getting on this, climbing up the side, and I'm like, if you fall down the side, you're just stuck between a net and a fucking thing.
Oh yeah.
So they were jumping up, and I was going, get off that. You know, I was kind of joking, but I was like, get the fuck off that.
Yeah.
So all these, like, 3 of them would jump on at a time, and I just grab the whole side of it and just go, and they would all fall back down.
Man, that's great.
They're all having a laugh.
First big party like that?
Yeah, I think so.
That's class.
And what I like to see is, you know, there's obviously like a bunch of them. They're all nice boys. They're all mad as fuck. Like, and then, but Eddie's wee crew, his real close friends, lovely boys. That's what I like to see. A couple of outsiders, headers. I'm like, you fucking stay at home next time. You know, but then his immediate wee mates that he talks about and everything, nice boys.
Yeah.
They're like him. They're like nice guys.
Listen, outsider headers don't go. I've still a few outsider headers. You know what I mean? That goes with you for your whole life.
Yeah. You're mates with them, like, but you know, you're like,
yeah, you're close, tight knit.
If you had a party at Happy Days tonight, you're like, I can't bring him, dose. Can't bring this guy to Happy Days. We barfing down the slide and fucking.
But you know what's mad? The outside headers in Happy Days end up being the outside headers in the pub.
There you go.
That's what it is.
You can tell from early doors who's a fucking header.
Yeah.
Nugget and the Juice Boy. Prison by 16. Fucking header. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's far too much. Like, we wrote in the thing. Like, Eddie's, you know, up until fucking 2 weeks ago, the only child in the family. Getting everyone's calling down. We'll come down Sunday. Here's a bag of fucking toys. He's already got the Buzz Lightyear shits and all, you know, get all that. My sister comes down. There's more toys. Toys all over the place.
Fantastic.
We write on the thing, no toys. Don't bring any I'm literally like, where the fuck am I going to put them? Bro, hundreds of toys.
Mountains of toys.
Hundreds of, and like some of them you're like, man, that's fucking pretty sweet actually, you know. That's not like some tat you'd buy someone. You're like, that's a helicopter. That's pretty damn cool, you know. Great gifts.
Yeah.
But you're like, we didn't want any gifts. But now I just emptied the car full of shite, and then I had to fill it back up with presents. Crazy.
I'd like to do a toy drive.
Okay.
You know, like
You drive him out of my house and the fuck.
Yeah, I'll just take your shit.
That's what Maureen said the other day. Like, yeah, I'm thinking about rotating some of Eddie's things, put stuff away for a couple of months, and I'm like, ludicrous.
Yeah.
Ludicrous that we're talking about rotating the fucking hundreds of toys he has.
Yeah.
Fuck's get on. Give him a football and tell him to fucking come back at dinner time.
Yeah.
The way I had to. In the streets eating, bushmeat. Bushmeat? No. Rogue children barbecuing rats. It's too much. Like, it's too much.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck when there's too much.
Although it's good that it's at that now, because it will get to a stage where you get him a games console and then he'll grow a full beard because you won't see him for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
But he has, he'll not grow up with it.
Yeah.
I don't do any games console. Although I did buy an Xbox. I don't know whose house it's in right now, but I was going to bring it back to the house. Get a few Mario Karts and whatnot going.
Yeah, you see, you wanted like interval games like that. If you buy him a handheld, like a Switch or something, that's it. He's no longer your child. He belongs to Nintendo. That's Nintendo's way in there.
Yeah, small Japanese boy now.
Yeah. I swear to God. A couple of my nephews and nieces, like, they are fucking glued to the Switch. Switch guides them through life. Unless
it's anytime we would have given him like an iPad in the car, it would have been games. He's working on his numbers. He's getting smart. I wonder, can you do that with a Nintendo?
I feel like you probably can.
Or like an Xbox, you'd be like, oh, do you want to play fucking UFC? And then all of a sudden you can.
But see, then you have the console, and then someone comes out that all the other kids are talking about. I'm not going to juice guys. Like if you played GTA.
If I bought an Xbox about 3 years ago.
Yes.
Has there been another one since?
I feel like that's probably the most recent one.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So it's still good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still top.
How often would they put out a Xbox?
Like every 5 years, roughly.
So
no, not even.
Sometimes even
really
longer.
More than that. So I'm not gonna bring it back up the house and be like playing Pong on it because it's so old.
No. You're all good.
Fair enough.
It'd be funny.
Maybe I'll get into it at 38.
I was gonna say it'd be funny if at 38 years of age you got into gaming.
Just when I hit the absolute limit of like I'm 38 now, I've got fucking injuries. I really need to turn my life around.
Yeah.
Need to lose weight. Need to fucking take care of clicky shoulders.
Nah, fuck that.
And then all
Play
of a
Call
sudden
of
I'm
Duty,
just
big
in
man.
there, like humpback.
Yeah. Me and you headset each playing Call of Duty. Racking boys.
Reckon, boys.
Yeah.
Developing a full like Russian accent. I've talked in it, slagging off American children. Yeah, fucking go back to school tomorrow, get shot, yo.
Oh, here. Talk about leaks and all. If the leaks of our game chat lobbies ever come out, most exactly, we're fucked. The abuse that was given out, I'll tell you who the main culprit was, and you'll not be surprised. Matthew Short.
I bet.
Some of the things that man said now to children, we were children as well, but some of the things that man said can't be repeated.
McCann, I have to learn. Respect your elders.
All bad, but sure, it was a time. It was of the time. The air was different.
The air was different. Oh my God! How was Camp Flog Gnaw?
It was amazing. It was unbelievable.
I think I'd like to go. I think I was getting the wrong.
I would love you to go.
I was getting the wrong impression of it, which is my fault. I was thinking I'm too old to go to a festival, and then all the footage, I'm like, man, this looks chill as fuck.
It's great.
Just everyone's probably like in too swag of gear to be like,
yeah,
I don't want to go and look uncool, so I'm just gonna stand.
It was great, and it depends on the artist. I stayed, and how there would have been a time where. I'm like, oh, I'm listening to so and so, and you're like, man, that is pure cack. I've arrived at that station.
Yeah.
My nephew is obsessed with Playboy Cardi.
Right.
So I was like, remember I was telling you, fucking Connor went away and bought the flights to New York and everything, and then the fucking boss, he's leaned out of his head, he cancelled the whole gig. Who pays the price? We Charlie McCann. Fucking disgrace. I'll never support that bastard. I stayed for his set, right? I was like, I'll FaceTime my nephew, coolest uncle in the world, easy, right? FaceTime him anyway, send him a few videos. The fucker did 8 songs, and it was absolute tripe. Complete tripe. Never, he'll not get a pound of me.
No.
Ever again. That's the last time.
Playboy my arse.
You played me once, not twice. No more.
Again, I've heard your boy Tyler the Creator going on about it. He's like, oh, these new boys don't know how to fucking be professional. They don't know how to perform.
Yep.
They're all taking drugs in a room somewhere, just going, yeah, down a microphone.
Yep.
That's not hip hop.
It's not hip hop.
That's not hip
It's not the game I got into.
Not the game. I'm from the streets.
But no, it was great. It was like
I got major jelly of the MF Doom thing and Alchemist when he just happened to be at a festival where like all of the features happened to be
Or all
there,
booked,
you know,
yeah.
so they all just like walk out and do their bit.
it was great, and like
And
you
he had his son there as well. See that?
Yeah.
that was cool as fuck, man.
there was all pile of shit. Like Brick Stowell, who was their photographer for years, whenever they were coming up as Odd Future, he had like an exhibition of all the old photographs and like, you know, things from music videos and stuff, like a proper fucking museum. It basically was. And then like MF Doom had his own like sort of, they made like the food diner class. I think better than any other music festival, they tie into the fan experience where it's like, it's not just going to see.
It's like a convention.
It is. It literally is.
Yeah.
You know, and everyone's there looking like an Easter egg basket. You feel at peace.
You're
know?
like finally can relax and
Exactly.
pink jeans here.
You know? But
What'd you wear? Did you do anything
I didn't
spicy?
go anything too crazy because sure, I got drunk the night before, missed my flight, you know. Again, drinks away. Get it out the fuck. Yeah, I was doing my friend Liam Dalton's show, shout out. He was doing a show for New York Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
And it was lovely now. You know, it was one of them events where, you know, you have a friend who's doing like their first like big show and you get there and the family's there and all, and it's just a nice vibe.
Yeah.
And then I was more nervous than he was.
Yeah.
I was just like, Jesus Christ, fucking hell,
Your mother's here.
hope us go smoothly. I hope us all well and good. So I opened for him and then he had a couple other friends opening and then he went on, did about half an hour. He's from Queens, born and raised. So the whole family tree is at this gig.
Is it in Queens or is it?
The gig itself was in Manhattan, in the Upper East Side, but he's from not too far where I live at the minute.
Yep.
And so we would hang about all the time. And then afterwards then, his family come up to me, uncles, aunties, my dad, whole collection. And every one of them was like, yeah, you take a drink. And I was like, well, who am I to say no?
Yeah.
Take a few drinks. And I'm like, I can't go too mad now.
Yeah.
Because I have a flight tomorrow.
For business to
At
take
7
over
a.m.
tomorrow,
7 a.m. flight. And then Liam goes, well, we transfer over to the Stand. And we go to the Stand Comedy Club. And I get there and I'm already too drunk.
Yeah.
I'm already too drunk. Should be going there. The Stand were having a fucking party as part of the New York Comedy Festival. And every successful comedian in New York was there. And I was absolutely blitzed.
Oh, dear.
So I says to Liam, you do me a favour, make sure I don't chat to any of these bastards. Because I'll make a real show of myself.
Oh, dear.
Michael Che was there.
What?
I was like, not be saying a word to him now. Not one word said.
Yeah. Chet Hanks. What's happening?
So, and then that was the stage then where I was like, I got too fucked up.
Did you speak to anybody?
No.
Who else was there?
You had Michael Che there. You had, like, who else was there that I remember? A couple like ones from Barstool Sports and all that there.
Okay.
You know, a couple of like Stand sort of regulars. You know, you had the Legion of Skanks boys who had all this here, you know.
Shout out.
And then I was just like, yeah, I'm too drunk to be here. But then I was outside smoking with a couple of ones. And then the beans hit me.
Worst behaviour.
And then I had another drink. And then that was it, blacked out. And I woke up. Now, my brother, Nicholas,
10 to 7 in the evening.
knew from my Instagram story
Yeah.
that there was a possibility I was having a few shandies the night before,
Yeah.
right? I wake up, right? You know, whenever you wake up and you know you fucked it, you've missed something. You should have woke up, you haven't woke up.
Yeah.
Your body immediately gets filled with adrenaline. I probably should have had a terrible hangover, felt nothing of it. Immediately just a shot of adrenaline, like, oh, what the fuck have I done? Phone's dead. I was like, that's what happened. I must have went to set an alarm. Forgot to put it in the fucking charger. Couldn't remember how I got home. Blacked out.
I mean, like, not a
Mess.
few drinks, like, absolutely.
Oh, dude.
Chinned, like.
Gone. You know? And then, so I wake up, put my phone in the charge, walking about the house, being like, what the fuck time is it? How do you even find the time about a phone these days? You know? And then phone eventually comes on. How many missed calls do you think I had from Nicholas McCann?
45.
86 missed calls. and 86 missed calls.
That would take you over an hour.
Sir, I called him back with the fear of God in me.
Yeah.
And I deserved every word that man said to me. And if he's listening right now, you took it a bit too far at stages, but I'll give it to you.
Why did he take it too far?
You dopey, stupid, fat bastard. I can't believe.
Whoa!
I can't.
I am not dopey.
He called me an alcoholic. Would you?
Do you know what's funny though? What the fuck does it matter to him?
Well, no, he was just like, he just wanted me to make sure I had a good time with it. It was out of a place of love.
Aye, right, okay.
But the packaging was fucked up.
Aye.
It was fucked up. So then I says, I'm not going to argue back. I'm going to take it to the chin. I says, listen, it'll be 100%. I'll get a new flight booked. He goes, there's probably no more flights going out. You stupid bastard. And I was like, I can't listen to this. I was like, I'll get it sorted. I'll call you back after, right? Immediately going to Delta Airlines. No flights. Try another airline. Try Skyscanner. Everything is booked out. I'm like, I'm totally fucked my ass here. Go on the JetBlue. Thankfully, they have a flight going at 11. I was supposed to get the 7 a.m. flight. Woke up at like 9:30. This flight is leaving at 11:05. I was like, don't think, just act.
Yeah.
Booked the flight. Packed the rucksack. I put on a hoodie, pair of shorts, and a t-shirt underneath.
Yeah.
Shoes. The festival started at 2:30 LA time. I get there at about, say, give or take 3:30 at LAX, right? The time difference helped me out a wee bit.
Okay.
So I go straight to the airport JFK. Now, this was badness on me. Now, I shouldn't have done this, but I was feeling a wee bit, well, fuck you, I got it sorted anyway.
Yeah.
I had a bit of time to kill in the airport because I got there. As soon as I booked that flight, I was away.
Yeah.
So I had about 45 minutes to kill.
Okay.
There was a bar in the airport. I'm still half cut.
Yeah.
Because I blacked out.
Yeah.
Go to the airport bar. Walk up to the boy. Feeling a wee bit still half cut. I'm like, well, partner, how you keeping? And then I was like, a rough night last night. To be fair, they poured me a Long Island iced tea.
Oh fuck!
Pours me up on Long Island.
Let me miss another flight and I'm actually here.
I FaceTime Nicholas. Picks it up. He goes, what are you drinking? I goes, oh, so in Long Island. He goes, you're a fucking disgrace. Right? But then when he realised the flight was booked and everyone was sorry, he was all like, well, fuck you anyway, whatever. And then we were having the crack. Friends again. And then I get off the phone with him and then I finished that Long Island and he goes, you want another? And I was like, well, fuck me. If I'm here, I might as well. Yeah. I was like, how long have I left? I gone ahead there quick. So I have 2 Long Islands in me. I get in the flight, immediately pass out, teleport to Los Angeles.
2 Long Island iced teas is a night out, like.
Oh yeah, two Long Islands. Get in the flight, pass out, wake up in LA. I'm at LAX. Forgot how big of a shit show it is to get out of there.
Yes.
You know, it's a fucking nightmare. I get to their like Uber point. I Uber from LAX to where I went to somewhere before I went to the festival. Where did I go? Or no, I tell you a lie. Ordered the Uber to Echo Park because the festival's right there and you walk up.
Okay.
I call into a Mexicana cantina. Got myself a full beef burrito.
Nice.
Ate that in the street. Sauce spilling everywhere. Looked like shit. Looked like a mess. Walked to the festival. Rucksack still on me.
Yeah.
Right? Here's another kicker. Here's another kicker. Get an email.
Yeah.
Right? Shortly as I'm walking into the festival, my Airbnb's cancelled on me. Right? It was in Echo Park. I was going to dump my stuff there. I was going to dump my stuff there, take a shake, go to the festival. Now I have nowhere to go. Yeah. So now I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do this rucksack? Thankfully, Camp Flog Gnaw, shout out, very professional festival. They had lockers that you could rent. So I stuffed it in there and I just went as I was into the festival.
Saucy. Steaming.
Saucy, steaming. Shout out to Christian Clancy. Give me a wristband.
Yes.
They give me a wristband. I was thinking, geez, that's why I signed to them. They hooked me up here with a general admission wristband. Bro, it was a fucking gas pass, which meant I had access to everything at the festival. I was walking around the fucking artist trailers, fist bumped Van Staples, said hello to Earl Sweatshirt, having a yarn with Stormzy. Talked to Stormzy for like 15 minutes.
Did you?
Absolute gentleman. Michael, if you're watching this, you're a fucking scholar and you deserve every bit of success you have. Yeah. What a gentleman.
Gentleman.
Me sitting there, White Claw in hand.
He's sober too, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Michael, not a drop of drinking. Or if he did, you wouldn't know it.
I know, that physique. What he said, he's like, what's up, bro? And you're like, oh, the handle and I've had the day. My brother called me a fucking fat dopey. How do you deal with that, Stormzy? How do you deal with that if the family's calling you a fat dopey?
But
Where's your Airbnb? Mine shit the bed.
But absolutely lovely man. He was the only one where I was like, everyone else, like I seen and like briefly talked to, said great stuff, whatever. Yeah. I was like, don't ask for a picture. Don't do it. Stupid thing to be at. Him, we had such a lengthy conversation. Like,
that's
like
what are you talking about?
15 minutes.
What are you chatting about with Stormzy?
Well, I said to him, I was like, you know, your last album, you were saying somewhere that you had a lot of influence from Igor.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I love that album. I immediately nerding out about it.
Yeah.
Was like, I love that album. Like, just, I remember hearing that at the time, and like, wasn't really into concept albums before I heard that, etc. I was like, what's your favorite track of it? Yeah. And he's like, oh, my favorite track.
Put your money in your mouth.
he goes, my favorite track's named Magic Wand. I was like, oh, absolute belter of a track. And I was like, Earthquake's a great lead single, but the music videos are great. And then I was chatting to him. What else was I saying? I was like, you know, one show on Raging I missed was you doing the Limelight in Belfast. And he goes, oh, that was a cracker of a gig. He goes, Belfast is nuts. Yeah. And I was like, it is I.
It is I.
And then just like chatting about Odd Future, the kind of story of them. I'd love to ask him more questions about his own career, but I was like, don't, just let the man be in peace. And then I says, it was lovely chatting to you, and I'll see you about. And he goes, what did he say? Like, big up Aaron or something, or big up. And I was like, good luck to you. I'm full.
Sound. Did you get the photo at the end?
Of the end of the conversation, yeah.
Were you comfortable enough to give him the Northern Irish treatment where you're like, go on, you big fucking skipper, show them all. Should be raging.
But what I will say was very cool about it, because, you know, I've been going to that festival since 2014, and having this where it was like, you get to see the inner workings of it, which is like completely mind blowing, because you're there and you're like, there's 3 stages, they've all the pop-up exhibitions and stuff like that, but when you're in the back and you're like walking behind the stages, and you see like all the techs setting everything up, stage production, like the people have a catering tent for all the artists, they've got the golf carts going up and down bringing everybody, you're like, there's some fucking work in it. Like, they had to have had like easily 400 members of staff between like stage techs and setups and like all that shit.
Easy.
More even.
More probably.
But it was great. And then shout out to Chappelle Lacey. Saw him too. We embraced each other. You know, I haven't seen him in a while. Great comic. And then he was like, have you been to the Taco Bell truck yet? They had like an artist's compound.
And you're
like, called.
I haven't eaten all day. I'm starving.
They had an artist compound where it was like, if you had the guest pass or whatever, or an artist pass, you could go in here, and it was like just like a chill out kind of area with like food carts and like separate bar and all this here. Mostly like music execs and stuff like that are like looking to network and stuff. I had no notion of that, you know. So then met him, and he goes, have you been to the Taco Bell truck? And I goes, no, I haven't been yet. You know, probably work my way around it. I was like, I'm not going to spend money on Taco Bell at this. He goes, it's totally for free. I says, what?
You're like tucking a napkin in it. What?
He says, it's totally for free. It's a 2-item max, but you can come back like clockwork. Well, fuck me. I was like, how the other half live? I couldn't get over it. I was like, I shouldn't be here. This is too much. It's too much dopamine. Yeah. Chatting to Stormzy, eating the free fucking cheese and bean burrito. And I tell you what, life doesn't get much better than that, cub.
No. No. He was on such a high, he thought he'd FaceTime me at 6 in the morning.
I did FaceTime.
And I woke up a bit later and I was like, who the fuck do you think you are? Me just answering me. You were like, listen and Staples. And I'd be in bed like this going, that's class now. That is good now.
I remember there was a girl I was going out with for a bit, and her ma called one stable Stanley Vapes, which is actually a pretty badass name.
Oh my God, cramp my neck.
If I was ever to become a rapper, that'd be my rap
Stanley
name.
Vape.
Stanley Vape.
That is good.
Stanley Vape is great.
Oh Jesus.
But yeah, core memory.
10 out of 10.
Fantastic time.
That's
really
good.
good. I got nostalgic too for LA when I was there too.
Yeah.
I was walking down, the area we used to live. Went to the house. Went to see the pod house.
Yeah.
Fucking
Walk in
proper
there, like-
family house now.
Someone's taking over like a normal
Someone's
house.
taking, like, it's an actual family live there now.
Wow.
They had a trampoline in the front yard, everything.
And you're like, man, the amount of side wanks I've had in there.
Oh man, I was walking down. Me and Michael were down, and a couple of his mates, and I was like, Jesus, it all came back to me. I was like, there's where my girlfriend made me cry over there. One night after a ride, there's where she asked to have a threesome with a woman.
Yeah.
All this kind of stuff.
Trauma.
Oh, pure trauma. It all came flooding back. But then it made me grateful for the relationship I'm in now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Swings and roundabouts.
100%.
What a fantastic story. What a great end of the podcast. Before we leave you folks, we will just give you a rundown of what's in Long Island iced tea. An ounce of vodka, half an ounce of rum, half an ounce of gin, half an ounce of tequila, half an ounce of maple syrup, whiskey, squeeze of lemon and lime cola.
Teleportation.
There you go. Keep it light in them flights, folks. We tipple. That's resonated to the fucking place. Absolutely wiped. Right, great stuff. We're gonna bounce on over to Patreon now and give you a bit of a doing over there.
Bend you over there too, right?
Brother, what's that?
Yeah, patreon.com/the Bomb Squad Pod. See you over there. We might be doing a bit of secrets in the new year, so if you're over there, you'll hear all about it. You know what I mean? See you next time. Had a lovely time today.
Me too.
Great times.
Good luck, folks. Have a good week, and we'll see you next time.